play.
Playing albums is only available to
It's gonna do that again.
Oh no.
Okay, getting logged in here.
Oh yeah, we're started. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Oh,
everyone.
we're live now.
Yeah. It should pop
morning.
up on
There
your
it
phone
is.
in just a second.
Yes, I'm gonna go find it.
Get started here in just a second.
Oh no, why is somebody calling me? Don't call me when I'm doing the show.
This happens.
Now I can't pull up the video. Hold on, guys.
Oops.
Is someone calling you too? Are you watching videos while you're
It's
on
on
the-
your page. I'm on your page. See,
Get off
it
here.
just, I have the
Stop calling me.
autoplay.
How do I like make that disappear?
Uh,
Tell me how to phone.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, volume.
Good morning.
There we go. It's Monday. We're getting our shit together.
It's Disco Monday at a dope girl's house.
Yeah.
I'm still a little slow on the Facebooks. There it is.
I am too. It was just Shell, I think, already shared it, so it was like up first, so thank God Shell's on top of it, like
Okay.
extra on top of it. I think I definitely have a lot of energy this morning, but my brain is still super foggy, like not ready to do the things yet.
Yeah, I'm still getting the caffeine down. I just opened it.
Yeah, you'd think this is the coffee in my cup. It's absolutely vanilla Pepsi, but that's the caffeine I need today to get going.
I have a sugar-free Monster.
Mm.
That's always handy.
That's a good bad choice.
Yeah, it's the healthiest, not the worst.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Are you guys doing coffee? Are you doing
Coffee,
vanilla Pepsi in your
soda.
coffee cup? Are you doing water, tea? What do you do? Do you do a hot drink in the morning? Do you guys always do hot drinks, or do you do
I like cold.
Well, it depends on the day. Like, I know what the hot does to me, especially with hot caffeine. It gets me faster.
Yeah.
And so, my mom always mocks me. She drinks, like, these huge bowls of coffee. And you saw when I first did high maintenance, I had this Batman mug.
Mm-hmm.
No, I took my INFJ, so I have this massive Batman
I've
mug.
seen your mugs. Though.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah. And my mom in the morning, she always drinks coffee, and I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know what it does. And so she's like, would you like me to get your Batman mug and get you some coffee? I'm like, yeah, sure, Mom. And then I'll go put like some cold almond milk in it and just shoot it. The whole mug.
the whole bowl.
Yeah.
The whole bowl.
Yeah, and I'm just like, all right, it's cool enough to hit me, but still warm enough to be already broken down and flow into the stream.
Okay.
And so the energy drinks are like an all day thing for me. Like, if I'm going to drink an energy drink, I'm going to sip on it. Like,
Yeah.
I need it. But that caffeine and coffee, man, it's different. It hits way different.
Yeah, I definitely, the energy drinks are not my thing, and you'd think they would be, because I super love caffeine, and I super love sugar, but energy drinks are not, like...
I had to get over the taste.
What?
I
You're
don't drink them
drinking
because
it.
they taste good. I drink them because they give me energy.
Okay.
Like, does anyone think 5-hour energies taste good?
I would never do a 5-hour
really.
energy. I
No.
worked at a grocery store, and everybody would get those because it was like an open late grocery store,
Mhm.
and like people would drink those, and like people would buy those.
You
and
would
people
see
buy
those
them at the
people-
counter, and I'm like, oh no, okay,
And you're like,
3
I'm
of
not
them,
those.
okay, here you go.
Listen.
I was that person.
Oh god.
Have you ever heard of Red Line?
Yes, I would drink a full pack of that a day. It was
So-
not healthy.
Once upon a time when I was a police officer working night shifts, I would volunteer for extra shifts for security or hospital duty. So it wasn't allowed, but I'm a baller and a hustler. So I would work like 36 hours straight, like from like adrenaline situation to adrenaline situation. And energy drinks had always worked, you know? And I was just really tired. And one of the other deputies was like, I'm going to tell you about this, but you can't overuse it. You've got to regulate. Do not drink the whole thing at once. No matter how tired you are, do not drink the whole thing at once. And so he brought me a Red Line to my part-time job, and then he called me to check. He's like, you haven't drank the whole thing, have you? He's like, it'll give you tremors.
Oh my
It'll
god.
you'll be up for weeks. And I was like, okay. It wasn't that bad, but it's legit. Like,
Oh yeah.
thinking about that all these things are just out there.
Yeah.
And just as much as cannabis has an effect to some of us, so do these things.
Oh yeah.
It blows my
absolutely.
mind. You can just go into the Quick Trip and then $3, there you go.
And all the
And you're
warning
like-
on it, like
You're
the warning
mentally on
labels.
meth for a week, but here you go. There's a warning on it,
There is.
but they put warnings on things so much, they're not regulated warnings, like,
Right.
do not take the whole pack, warning. And like when they're marketing dieting pills, you know, if you see excessive results, please, you know, do not take more than 2 capsules per day. it's like a marketing of overconsumption almost to put a warning
Yeah.
without any reasoning behind it.
That's
I
a good-
digress.
That's a good point. Okay,
I
let's check the
digress.
comments. Yeah.
We've got, I saw 100-ounce coffee. If
Oh,
anybody is
God.
missing Jess today, she's in the bathroom. Because you were going to pee all day with 100 ounces of coffee.
Yeah, you don't need that much coffee. What are you
100.
doing with your
You're
life?
going to be like vibrating like a chihuahua.
Good morning. If you guys are just joining in, we're here with Shelley Free. What
Doing
strains
do.
are in your bowls this morning today, ladies?
This is a mix of New York cheesecake and banana punch topped with mango sapphire kief.
Oh,
I'm gonna be really honest and say that this is absolutely a parfait that was, already
Parfait.
pre-mixed in my grinder. So it was quite a few, a little mashup. So I can't really be 100% clear on that today. But it's fabulous. It's a great Disco Monday blend. I highly recommend.
well, maybe we can do a segue here because I'm smoking Jack Herrera.
That's a good
That's a
one.
good one.
Jack Herrera's my boy. He was an activist, as we all know. He's one of the pioneers of hemp and marijuana education and legalization in America. And it's a sativa. I remember the first time I smoked Jack Herrera, I came into cannabis not knowing a lot of the background.
Right.
And my Jeep's name's Jack, but that's for Fight Club.
Okay.
So,
Anyways.
but if someone was like, "Oh, that's Jack Herrera, right?" It was actually Isaac Cavendis and Damon Beck standing outside Hemp RX before they opened, and I was like, "No, it's from Fight Club," and I like lost stoner points immediately, but I found the strength. They told me all about him and the work he had done, the pioneering that he had done all across our nation. And then I was like, wow, I'm so inspired. So I went and researched, and then I went down like a trail for 12 hours on cannabis activism, and that's why I am who I am today. But I saw it in a dispensary, and I was like, oh, Jack Herrera. I mean, I smoked in the past, but I don't know. It was in a Ziploc bag,
Yeah.
But I saw it in the dispensary, and I was like, yeah, I smoked it. And I'll tell you, that was about a year and a half maybe now. How long? About a year and a half?
God, it seems
God.
like
It was like right. It was
Yeah, it's
right
a little
after
over a
we
year now.
legalized. I saw it
Yeah.
on a shelf, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I went home and I made like 13 pages and the PDFs, the stuff I was sending you.
Yeah.
all the legislative updates and the bills were introduced last year. Man, I was going to town, and so that's my strain. When I know that I gotta take on the world.
That's a good one.
That's a good one for that. And
Like-
I feel like there's nothing Jack Herrera's not good for.
Yeah, like you're gonna get some things done. It elevates me. I'm high, maybe.
You're medicated.
So that segued into the engagement, the involvement.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was super into it.
You're
I'm
like,
sorry.
where's she
I
going?
was
Where's
like,
she
yes,
going?
yes. Okay. Anyways, I don't know how involved everyone is in Oklahoma. I'm sure we have viewers outside of Oklahoma too. I know a lot of our regulars are here, and are kind of new to maybe advocacy and activism in their state, not just in cannabis. But I know I see on my Facebook a lot of like mentions and things about February 3rd. And can you kind of tell me a little bit about what's happening February 3rd? What
Okay.
that means for
In a very like elementary way.
yeah.
Okay, so elementary. February 3rd is when the people we voted to represent us get back together from their holiday. It's when the legislative session begins. But before we get to February 3rd, everyone should register to vote. If you don't, that's cool. But it's a good thing to get done, especially right now. So the last day to register to vote is going to be February 7th. So you should go ahead and take care of that before legislative session starts. So you don't get distracted or confused.
Update name and address.
Yeah, you go online, it's Oklahoma voter portal, you can update online, there's a form you can download there, you can go into your tag agency or the election board and submit those.
Will you go comment later and put the
Yeah, I will, and I have a post too, it's got a Thomas Jefferson quote, like a statue, if you want to click on my stuff and go down, it's got all the links in there, and then
We'll reshare it later,
copy and
too.
paste it, yeah. But so February 3rd, that's the day legislative session begins for the whole state. That's when our House representatives and senators we'll begin looking at legislation and policy that they'll be debating and discussing and passing through the next few months into the last week of May. And that's how it works every single year. We're in session every year in Oklahoma. So that's what happens on that day. And coincidentally, first off, that's the day it begins. If you can be out there saying hello, having a presence, representing a cause or an issue.
So people should, we should, as a community, try to get up there and be involved.
Yes, and
engaged.
so I've seen online some protests, and I think protest is a very broad term. It could be a lot of things, but I would say right now protest has kind of a negative connotation.
Right.
In this climate in our nation. So I would say that maybe you don't show up to protest, but maybe you show up to engage.
Right.
You show up to make your voice heard in a positive way through the proper channels. And that's what people want to rage against all the machines, but all the machines' blueprints are laid out here for us. And so maybe this is not the place we belong. And if we educate ourselves to the processes that govern us, we can have a more active role in them.
So instead of just being there with our pitchforks and being angry and just yelling, we can be more engaged in a slightly calmer way and really get our message across better. And it's going to look better for us to do that. They're going to want to listen to us and not fight as hard, I don't think.
That is diplomacy.
Right.
That is ultimately what will bring us peace, is diplomacy. Not tolerance and not rage, but diplomacy. Because there will be fundamental disagreements between humans.
Right.
Things that we will not come to a middle ground on because we are each different. We've all gone through different things. Our generational inheritance is vastly different. But we can find the common ground on the things we do agree on. I know through this cannabis movement, I know where I come from, and most people know where I come from. When I came into this, I thought I was going to find so many people that just outside this would click with me also. I thought it was going to be just a group of the homies all the way around. And there are some people here that I would fight in the street. We disagree on humanitarian causes. I've seen them do some horrible things and make some terrible statements.
Right.
But at the Capitol, we are all citizens.
Right.
We are equal in that. Each one of our voices is just as valid. I have no right to be at that Capitol talking down on one of my fellow activists because their life and their lived experiences are just as valid as mine, even if I disagree on what their belief system is about it. And so being at the Capitol, respecting the institutions, not in a vague sense, because there's some institutions I don't respect, but our Constitution is a sacred document. It is what has given us the right to vote as women. It is what has freed Black people from slavery and oppression. Our Constitution, for our federal government and our state government, those are important. So when we have the profound opportunity to throw ourselves right there, when we have state questions coming up that are going to change our Constitution and the way our state is governed, when we have the opportunity to show up there and have a direct voice, not a proxy, not a lobbyist, not a group that you pay dues to and don't ever show up to, but you can directly walk in those doors and speak to the people that will write the Constitution. You can walk up to your fellow advocate or an attorney or lobbyist and speak directly to them about legislation, because that's what we're here for. And knowing that when you go there, there is a purpose. It is not to socialize with people that you saw at the 13 other events you just went to.
Yeah.
It's to talk to your legislature. It's to be a positive representation of the causes that drove you there. And I encourage everyone to get out there. More, I encourage people that can't get out there, because there's more of those than there are the other, to use the tools you have for engagement. There's Facebook Town Hall. There's this whole group of people that don't want to put any information on the internet. I get that. This isn't for you. You can come out to the Capitol then.
Yeah.
But if you're a person and you're sitting at home, there's Facebook Town Hall. That's a very simple thing. It asks you if you're registered to vote. If you're not, it'll give you all those resources I just told you about. Then it will tell you, based on your voter registration, all the pages of every single one of your representatives, all the way down to your city councilor, all the way up to your federal representatives, to the president. And it says message, 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 and you can message them directly through Facebook.
Could you help us walk through that sometime? Like, not
I would-
today,
yeah,
but
I would
another
love
time
to do
could we,
that.
like, kind of go through that, like, maybe take a video or something? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm passionate about.
okay.
If I could find a way to get paid to empower people to engage in the systems that govern them and sadly and tragically often oppress them, if I could do that work and educate people and empower them, hopefully I try to be, unbiased in it all, but it's urgent that we all stay involved. Our country was founded when everyone was involved. We've got to make sure our voices are heard.
Let's check comments real quick, because we just went heavy, guys, but this
Yeah.
is a lot of information that everyone really needs. So take a minute, think about what you've just heard. If you have any questions, let us know.
After we're
We're gonna
live, the
check-
video will remain. You
Yeah,
can
the video will
re-listen.
be up. You can go back and check in. Let's see what everybody's saying. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shelley, we love you, and
Yes,
thank you
good
for
morning,
being
everyone.
here. Like,
Thank you.
it's good to have somebody that can kind of come here and break it down, and we can ask questions and not feel dumb for just being like, what the fuck's going on? Like, everybody's talking about something and I don't understand it.
And that's the thing about political science, politics, the Constitution, laws. They are complex. But what's happened, once some people got there and realized the power that was there, they purposely told everyone else how complex it was. When you go to learn about government in school, there's all these words, and they're long, and they're British procedures, and Parliament is based like this, and American government's like this, and it's been framed to be complicated. It's been framed to be only for the higher class and the more educated, and that was purposeful. Because if everyone, this is literally our system, this is our country, the people run it. That is the beauty of America. And so the leadership has slowly eroded the people's faith in themselves. They have no control. But that's wrong. And the only way to get control back is by engaging. And that doesn't mean showing up, it just means doing something.
Yeah, there's different types of
Yeah.
activism, and if you can't be an activist, you can still be an advocate.
Exactly.
And you
Exactly.
just do what you can when you can, and if that means you know a little bit more information, or you have articles to share, or you have
If
different
it
things like
means
that, just share it with people.
You just talk to your mom or your dad or your grandma or your grandpa for 30 minutes one Sunday, and you tell them something they didn't know about the world they live in, about a perspective they may not have had. It's just sharing our experiences and being empowered to do something about it.
That's okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. It is heavy stuff. It is
That's
heavy
all
stuff,
lighter.
guys.
But anyway,
Lights is everywhere.
so how do we segue into something not, well, if we talk about
We're
legislation.
gonna check the comment. We got some questions too. We do this also. We like to mix it
have
up.
random questions.
Oh.
at the
Bring some
ready
light
all the
in here.
time.
We can grab a. You want to grab a
Because
random
things
question?
do get heavy
Want
sometimes.
to grab one? It could be
That's
anything.
awesome.
Like a little,
Do you want to grab one, Shelley? We'll let you.
Okay. Alright.
and we want you guys to answer too.
Yes.
Okay.
You know we get our random question cards.
I just
We'll
think
hear
my
what you guys
phone
think.
lags. I think there's probably more happening on this video that I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying they have a tough time with sativas. Keep a journal, write down which strains they are, because you may have just found a sativa with different terpenes that you're
Yeah.
just not reacting to in a pleasant way.
Definitely check your charts.
So don't just totally check out if you don't 100% like something, because it may just be the wrong mashup of things for you.
Like my ideal strains are typically myrcene, limonene, and caryophyllene heavy.
A lot of people are saying that they have a hard time with politics, they don't understand politics, and they feel dumb. Ask questions. It's totally okay to ask your community, and there's always somebody that does know, and you can find an answer, or you can find
And
someone who knows someone who has an answer.
I'm got a lot of free time right
Call
now.
it Shelley.
She's really good at like dumbing it down.
I'll try to
because I
make-
need it dumbed down.
I'll try to make like some little infographics or something. Maybe a newsletter would be good. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, do your question.
Okay. I don't even know how to answer it.
Okay.
So, what's something I wouldn't believe about you?
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh man.
What's something we wouldn't believe about you?
Yeah. What is
Well, I was
something
gonna
that
say,
makes
we all
would
know
totally
each other
blow
pretty
our
well.
mind, like,
I'm gonna think about this.
Let's see.
God, that's such a good question.
I thought of one, but I don't know if I should say it.
Oh gosh.
Wait.
I don't know.
It
if
says,
might make sense.
listen, it says what's something I wouldn't believe about you. It doesn't have to be a true thing. It's just something that they wouldn't believe.
Okay. Okay.
It could be true, though.
I can recite the Greek alphabet.
I can tie shoes with my toes.
You guys are good. I don't think there's anything anyone
You
wouldn't.
can rap,
I can rap.
but I mean I know that.
But
like
okay.
people probably wouldn't believe that. Like.
See, that's
That
why I
is
get the 90s hip hop
That
vibe
is
with
a
you.
thing. That is a real thing. I don't realize how often it happens. I love rap. I love hip hop.
I've been in lots of car rides with you, so.
Yeah, and I don't listen to like sexualized vulgar stuff. I listen to like real world vulgar stuff, like talking about the situations and the world and oppression, and I don't miss a beat.
That's a fact.
And I got some moves I get with it, and yeah.
She does.
You
That's
gotta
all
move with
real.
it.
That's
it helps
real
it
life.
flow.
And but I'll just be in my vibe, because it's not a performance, I am really feeling my music when I'm feeling it. And I'll just be in my vibe and people will be like, what? Like,
That's true.
what
I
is
was
she
one of those.
doing?
I was
Like-
one of those people.
Yeah.
I'll get that later.
Yeah, I'll give you
Still
all
like-
that.
I don't have bloody nails anymore, so I didn't
That's
stab you.
thankful. I don't have to go to the ER.
Let's see.
It's right across the street, though.
Good morning if you just joined us. If you missed the first half of the video, definitely come back and rewatch it whenever you get a chance, because Shelley kind of goes into activism and what you can do here in Oklahoma, some different options for you, and we can share some links later from Shelley Free's page. Someone wants to keep you in their pocket, but they're a cool someone, so it's not creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shell toes, what? We need a video of that one.
It'll have to be hyperlapsed, because I'm like half a lifetime ahead of when I learned I could do it.
Let's see. You can recite the alphabet backwards in under 5 seconds by memory. Hell yeah, I can't recite, I don't think, the alphabet backwards at all.
I struggle.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a cop is asking me,
Yes!
and I get
Yes!
paranoid.
Then I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail, but it's just my brother asking me, like.
I did this to myself. I asked myself to do this.
Okay, I want to ask another random question. I love this.
Yeah.
Okay. We did heavy stuff in the beginning of the video. Okay. Ooh, okay. What is your favorite snack, and do you have a weird, like, munchy or weird munchy craving?
Like a weird mixture of something that you put together.
So my diet has recently changed. However, growing up, my granny would always make me milk and crackers. And it was saltine, not the cheap stuff.
Like milk in the crackers? Or,
Yeah.
Or crackers in the milk?
Like
I mean,
cereal style?
In a cup.
Okay.
What?
Listen, I didn't know this was weird until the past year, okay? So, saltine crackers and a quality milk,
Okay.
alright? So, I do almond milk. So, I recently, it's vanilla almond milk.
Uh-huh.
And so, I got some saltines and crushed them all in this big glass. And then I poured my almond milk in, and it tastes like shit. It was horrible. And I almost broke my diet to go get some vitamin D milk with these saltine crackers because it's so good.
Oh.
But my granny, like, I don't know if it's because when she grew up, like, they were poor, it was the depression and stuff. It's a very simple, basic thing you could have. It's like some bready thing and milk. And so I don't know if that's where it came from, but.
Do you guys do that? Is that a thing? Like,
Okay,
have you guys done? I want to know.
Weigh in on the milk
I've
and
never
crackers.
ever heard that. Or do you think that's like weird or cool? Are you gonna try it right now?
Milk
Do
and
it right now.
crackers. I've never Googled it. Maybe it's the thing. I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it later because I need to know. I feel like it's probably gonna be a Southern thing. Like we
I
just
was
do
given
things.
the crackers on the side as like a snack with like a glass of milk to drink.
I mean, I drank milk like hella milk when I was younger.
I never liked
So I mean,
milk.
I drink milk with everything.
I never even thought to eat a cracker and drink milk because it was just crushed in there.
I never want to put the thing. I'm not like a person that puts my things in things.
Yeah.
Like I definitely like my stuff separate, except for like barbecue.
Okay.
Let's
I
say
see this. I see cornbread and milk. We did that too.
Malibu
Okay.
barbecue.
See, that doesn't sound that bad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like milk. It would
Well-
have to be a different milk, like a hemp milk, but
Yeah, see? Yeah, I don't do the dairy.
They asked if this is my cup. Yes, look at my cup. I have to show you guys. It's gonna be backwards, I think, probably. But look at it. It's so freaking cute. Yeah. From it's open, so I'm gonna spill it. Sweet Southern somethings. So cute. I'll share the link later. And look at my shirt, guys. Look how fancy that
Yeah, the
is.
shirt is
I have
awesome.
lint on it, so don't look at that. Okay.
someone said sugar and butter sandwiches.
Sugar and butter.
Sugar and butter
If you-
sandwiches.
What about the cinnamon thing? I'm
If you
into
toast,
the like toasted
yeah,
with the
toasted cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. That's a delicacy.
Okay.
I'm down with that. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was bomb.
The sugar and butter sandwiches. Okay, what about? This was also my granny. Okay, I don't know what she was. I think it's because we were poor. So peanut butter and butter sandwiches.
I did butter and jelly.
I think
Yeah,
I've
well-
seen a lot of people do butter, like
And
butter
peanut butter?
sandwiches, just butter, and I'm sure butter and peanut butter is a thing. I mean,
It's
that's like,
delicious.
that's like an extra
Difference
fancy,
of
you know? 'Cause you
textures.
got-
It's nice.
I'm not a butter person.
When I was a
I'm
kid,
not
I did
really
mustard
butter
and
anymore.
pickle.
You did what?
Mustard and pickle.
Mustard.
Like the flat sliced pickles.
Ooh, like
with,
that flavor palette.
brown
Ooh.
deli mustard.
Like that'd be a really overpowering flavor palette for me.
Yeah.
It is a
Do you guys
very
do stuff like that?
powerful
Is that a thing? Also? Is
Yes,
that a
we
thing?
are just talking weird food combos now. What was it? A weird snack?
favorite munchie,
Favorite
too,
munchie, weird
and
snack?
a weird snack.
Yeah,
If,
we
like, you do
digressed
any-
a little bit.
Like stoners mix weird shit together. That's just a fact. Like, even if we don't remember it later,
Ooh,
we've
peanut
done it at some
butter,
point.
Butter and honey.
Okay, yes, we did. We did activism talk in the beginning, and we're just kind of chilling out before we head out. You know,
It
just
got
to give you a
heavy.
comfortable, nice little move into your Monday. You know, it's
Okay, this
Disco
munchy talk
Monday.
is
Like we would
poppin'.
totally have Disco Monday music playing, but Google was really having a fight with us earlier.
It was ridiculous.
Yes.
Very disrespectful.
Unacceptable, sir. Sir Google.
You know Google's listening.
Flip
But now we're gonna you pick one.
Oh.
Yeah. We're gonna do another random question, and then unless you guys wanna do anything, then we're gonna head out. You
Gonna
know,
have to go for dark.
Shelley's gotta go do things. She has a life, guys.
All right.
Barely.
Which planet would you want to visit?
Oh my god.
Listen, this is gonna get me into existential talk about the universe.
Oh
guys.
no.
And we do not have time for this.
Oh man.
Do you have a planet though that you would? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm going farther.
Do you have a planet?
Okay. I've always had this thing for Jupiter.
It's
Yes. Yes.
Like, it's always got a storm, and I love storms.
heavy. And it got a ring on it.
I like.
Yeah. There's so many moons.
Yes, I like Jupiter too. That's good. Maybe that's we're from Jupiter. That's what it is, and that's why we're just best friends here. It just happened. Like we're aliens. And
Well,
yeah.
could have passed through on your way. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll come. I mean, if you're going, like, we'll go explore with you.
Yeah.
We're down to
Yeah.
just explore planets.
we'll
if
just-
you guys
we'll
are down
make
to
that
explore
pact
planets
today.
ever, we're down to.
Galaxy Explorers.
If that opportunity comes up.
As you're on your way further, you could just drop us at Jupiter.
Yeah. Road
We
trip.
can carpool most of the
You
way
can
there.
rap. You can rap on the road trip to
Intergalactic
Jupiter.
rap.
See,
Oh.
Boom! You're taking it. That's where you're going. You are going to be a politician for we're not gonna. I'm just. Ooh,
I'm gonna be.
so much, but then you're gonna be like an intergalactic rap star also.
Yeah, triple threat. You never know.
Yes, yes,
The
that's
third
the real
The
triple
third
threat.
thing is so threatening, I can't even tell you.
Exactly. It's not even. The world's not ready.
I used to rap battle back in my Taco Bueno days. That
Oh
was
my
our
God.
thing.
I'll rap in the shower, but that's the only time. Like we talked about singing before. Like I'll only sing in the shower and I'll only rap in the shower. But I totally can rap too, guys. That's.
Sorry,
that's
we're
the
just
thing.
gonna have rap battles the whole way.
Yeah, we
Who
can just
is
set
in
it up
for
like
rap
I'll
battles
go in
to
the
Jupiter?
shower and rap, and then you guys can like be rapping also.
We'll
like
just have like a
just do
little
like a rap
microphone
battle.
on the way
Yeah,
up for you
that's
to
what
like
we'll do.
rap through the shower.
Okay. Alright, I think we should head out and let everybody get, on with their day and do their weird butter sandwiches and sugar thing and cracker and milk and all the things.
Peanut
Somebody
butter
take a
maple
shot of
syrup.
milk for me. Pour one out for the homies.
Make sure if you guys missed it, you go back after this is posted or whenever you get time and watch the beginning of this video and see where we talked about activism and what you can do here to be involved. That's super important. We love you guys.
Finish
agree, I
caffeinating.
agree.
Make sure you register to vote. You got a little bit longer left.
Yeah, I think everyone should just focus on what you can do individually, and then if you have an opportunity to empower somebody else, get on it.
Yeah.
Hope everyone has a super week, and
Yes.
I'm here if you got questions.
Yes. Always empower anyone, any chance you get.
Yes.
Agreed.
Bye. We love you.
Love
Have
you.
a fabulous Disco Monday.
Bye.
Bye.